Joe, how much does Masahiro Tanaka continue to impress you?
He's very good again tonight. I thought his stuff was great. Another complete game for him, another complete game win for him. I mean, he just continues to go out and do his job. That's all he's doing.
What has he meant to this team and this rotation so far?
Well, he's been really, really big. You look at the numbers that he's put up, the wins that he has for us, the distance that he's given us during the course of the season. He's meant a lot.
There was a time when you had David Robertson up in the pen. Was there any consideration to taking him out, or do you have in your mind that he can finish this one?
Well, that was his last hitter. I was going to stop there. So if he didn't get Morrison out, I was going to make a change.
Early on, he was extremely economical. What allowed him to get guys out so fast?
Well, I thought he had a really good sinker tonight. I thought he had a good split tonight. Mixed in some curveballs and some other pitches, but I thought he didn't throw many balls. He was ahead all night, and made them aggressive, and they had to put the ball in play, or it had to be quick.
Joe, we talk a lot about what Tanaka's meant to this team, but have you ever allowed yourself to think about what your team might be or where you might be if he wasn't here?
Well, I think there's players you can do that every year with Wally. But I mean, I've said he's been huge for us. I mean, you look at our record, and he's 10-1. I mean, he's got a third of our wins. I mean, it's impressive what he's done. But there are players that you have that are like that during the course of a season, and he's been that guy.
So what did the last 2 strikeouts tell you about this guy?
Well, I mean, he's got a lot of adrenaline out there. He's always got a little bit extra, it seems like, in the tank. I think we saw his hardest fastball late in the game. He knows how to pitch. He knows how to turn the page when he does give up, a hit or a home run. So, I mean, the guy he knows how to get the job done. He knows how to finish games.
I was going to say he came here with a lot of advanced advertisement and a lot of hype. I mean, has he been more than you even expected?
I think you'd have to say that, Wally, just because of, obviously he comes 24-0 last year. He was unbelievable over there, but there's a lot of adjustments that he's had to make. And I think that was our biggest concern. Not could he compete at this level, but the adjustments that he's had to make, and he's done a fabulous job.
Joe, any pitchers that got off to this kind of start would be a very impressive start, but given all those adjustments, does that make this?
I think it's even more. I do. I think it's even more adjusting to, our culture, the 5-man rotation, having to pitch sometimes 2 and 3 starts on 5 days, where, in a sense, they may make 2 starts in 14 days, and he might make 3 in 15. I mean, it's been extremely impressive.
He always says it's very important to him to finish a game. Can you tell in that 9th inning that he wants to finish that?
Oh yeah. I mean, you saw how excited he was when he got the double play in the 8th. I mean, he knew that I'm going to get to go back out there, and you could see the excitement.
Joe, he told me
I'm not sure. All of a sudden, I don't know if he was mad at where the pitch was low. All of a sudden, I started watching him to make sure that it was all right, and there was nothing that led me to believe that he wasn't.
He told me on the field that he thought his season has been going just okay so far. Is that pretty crazy the way he sees it and evaluates?
I know that he's very hard on himself, and there are players like that. And I think what it does is it pushes him, and that's how he, gets the most out of what he has.
The offense tonight, how good is it to see it?
I mean, to get a big 3-run homer from Tex, you get a big hit from Jake early on, to give him the lead. It just allowed him just to continue to go to work. Yeah, well, there was a situation a short time ago in Pittsburgh where you're not supposed to be able to challenge anything in front of an umpire. But the umpire in Pittsburgh was jumping out of the way of the ball, and he said, my judgment might have been impeded because I was jumping out of the way of the ball. And I said to Mark, I know we're not supposed to be able to do this, but it happened in Pittsburgh. And they said if the umpire's judgment, he feels it's impeded, then they can make that judgment. Some people are going to say, well, the ball was even with the umpire in Pittsburgh. It wasn't. It was just in front of him. So I asked Mark, and Mark's like, you know what? This is what we've been told. And I wasn't going to make a big fuss. I will make a call about it, just because I think it's something that if it happens in one city, it either we need to know, can it happen in other cities?
It's a great area.
Yes, one of those. Yeah, I mean that's why I went out there. If it's foul, I'm not going out there.
Joe, can you
No, I can't. There's not anyone that comes to mind.
If we talk to Tanaka after this, he's going to be hard on himself. He's going to find something wrong with what he did tonight.
Yeah, he
If
gave
you
up
were to
2
try-
runs. He's going to be mad.
If you were to try to be as hard on Tanaka as he is on himself, could you find anything?
I'd be hard pressed to find anything that that he hasn't done, and how good he's been. I mean, I'd be hard pressed to find something. Maybe he didn't swing the bat well enough. I don't know.
Winning the game's all you guys care about at the end of the night. Was there a little disappointment that he didn't finish off the shutout?
Yeah, I mean, you'd love to see him get another shutout, of course.